In political circles, particularly within the Labour Party, murmurs about Keir Starmer's leadership style have been prevalent for some time. Critics and supporters alike have noted an apparent tendency towards a male-dominated environment, often referred to as a boys' club. This characterization has raised concerns not only about internal party dynamics, but also about the implications for the UK's foreign policy, especially in an increasingly complex global landscape. The boys' club concept. The term boys' club evokes a notion of exclusivity where male members of a group dominate decision-making processes and leadership roles, often sidelining women and other marginalized groups. This environment can perpetuate a culture that undervalues diverse perspectives, which is critical in areas such as foreign policy that require nuanced understanding and holistic approaches to international relations. Critics argue that such dynamics can hinder an organization's effectiveness, especially in a time when global challenges demand collaborative problem-solving and innovative thinking. In the context of the Labour Party, many have pointed to Starmer's leadership as emblematic of this issue, suggesting that it reflects a broader systemic problem within political institutions. Women in foreign-facing roles. Recent discussions have highlighted the experiences of women in foreign-facing roles within the UK government, who have expressed concerns about their representation and promotion under Starmer's leadership. 3 women, who requested anonymity to speak candidly about sensitive matters, shared their perspectives with Politico. They indicated that the Prime Minister has not made sufficient efforts to elevate women's voices on the international stage. The lack of women in prominent positions can be detrimental to the UK's foreign policy. Women bring diverse viewpoints and experiences that can enrich discussions and lead to more comprehensive strategies when addressing global issues such as climate change, human rights, and international security. The departure of Keir. One significant event that underscored these concerns was the departure of Keir. The outgoing British ambassador to the US Pierce was recognized for her strong connections with influential figures, including Donald Trump. Her exit from this prominent role raised eyebrows, especially as she was succeeded by Peter Mandelson, a veteran Labour figure with deep political roots, but without the same level of international female representation. This transition has not gone unnoticed. Many view it as a missed opportunity to promote a woman in a critical foreign position, thereby reinforcing the narrative that Starmer's administration may not be prioritizing gender equity in its foreign policy apparatus. The implications of such decisions can reverberate through diplomatic relations, affecting how the UK is perceived globally. The importance of gender representation in foreign policy. Gender representation in foreign policy is not merely a matter of equality. It is essential for effective governance. Research indicates that diverse leadership teams are more adept at problem-solving and can generate more innovative solutions. In foreign policy, where decisions can have profound implications for national security and international relations, the inclusion of women is particularly vital. Women leaders often bring different perspectives and priorities to the table, which can lead to more comprehensive approaches to diplomacy. For instance, issues such as healthcare, education, and social justice may receive greater attention when women are involved in decision-making processes. Furthermore, women often play crucial roles in peace negotiations and conflict resolution, emphasizing the need for their voices to be heard in foreign policy discussions. The impact of perceptions on leadership. The perception of Starmer's leadership style as a boys' club not only affects internal party morale, but can also impact public perception. Voter confidence can wane when key demographics feel unrepresented in leadership roles. This is particularly critical for the Labour Party, which has historically positioned itself as an advocate for social justice and equality. If the party is perceived as failing to uphold these values internally, it risks alienating potential supporters who prioritize gender equity. The effectiveness of foreign policy can be undermined if the government is seen as out of touch with contemporary societal values that champion inclusivity and diversity. The path forward. Recommendations for inclusive leadership. To address these challenges and reshape the narrative surrounding his leadership, Starmer could consider several strategies aimed at fostering a more inclusive environment within the Labour Party and beyond. 1. Promote women to senior roles. Actively seeking to appoint women to high-profile foreign positions can send a clear message about the importance of gender representation. This includes not just ambassadors, but also senior advisors and policymakers. 2. Implement diversity training. Providing training on diversity and inclusion for all members of the party can help to dismantle ingrained biases and promote a more equitable decision-making process. 3. Encourage mentorship programs. Establishing mentorship initiatives that connect emerging female leaders with experienced politicians can help to build a pipeline of talent and ensure that women are prepared for senior roles. 4. Engage with women's organizations. Collaboration with women's organizations and advocacy groups can provide valuable insights into the unique challenges women face in foreign policy roles and help to inform strategies for greater inclusion. 5. Publicly commit to gender equity. Making a public commitment to gender equity in leadership can enhance the party's image and reassure constituents that diversity is a priority. 6. Evaluate policy impact. Regularly assessing the impacts of foreign policy decisions through a gender lens can help ensure that diverse perspectives inform strategies and outcomes. Building a culture of inclusion. To create a truly inclusive environment within the Labour Party and the broader political landscape, a cultural shift is necessary. This involves not just policies, but also an ongoing commitment to fostering diversity at every level. The culture within an organization significantly influences how decisions are made and who gets a seat at the table. Here are some strategies for cultivating this culture of inclusion. 1. Listening to diverse voices. One of the first steps in building a culture of inclusion is to actively listen to the voices of those who have been traditionally underrepresented. This means creating forums where women and other marginalized groups can share their experiences and perspectives without fear of backlash. Regularly scheduled meetings or roundtable discussions can provide a platform for these voices, allowing leadership to gain insights that may not come from traditional channels. 2. Creating accountability structures. To ensure that commitments to diversity are more than just rhetoric, accountability structures must be put in place. This could involve setting specific diversity targets for leadership positions and regularly reporting on progress. Public accountability can motivate leaders to prioritize these goals and demonstrate to constituents that the party is serious about inclusivity. 3. Encouraging collaborative leadership. Leadership styles that prioritize collaboration over competition can help dismantle the boys' club mentality. Encouraging leaders to work together across divisions and departments not only fosters a more inclusive environment, but also promotes innovation. When individuals feel valued for their contributions and perspectives, they are more likely to engage fully and contribute to the organization's goals. 4. Implementing gender-sensitive policies. Gender-sensitive policies are essential for addressing the unique challenges women face in politics. This includes flexible work arrangements, parental leave policies that support both mothers and fathers, and resources for childcare. By providing the necessary support, the Labour Party can create an environment where all members can thrive regardless of their gender. 5. Highlighting role models. Promoting successful women within the party and showcasing their achievements can inspire the next generation of female leaders. Celebrating their contributions in public forums and through media channels highlights the importance of women in leadership roles. Additionally, mentorship programs that connect young women with established leaders can provide the guidance and encouragement needed to navigate political landscapes. 6. Fostering intersectionality. Recognizing that gender is just one dimension of identity is crucial. An intersectional approach considers how various aspects of a person's identity, such as race, class, sexuality, and ability, intersect and impact their experiences. By fostering an understanding of intersectionality, the Labour Party can better address the diverse needs of its constituents and create more comprehensive policies. The role of education and training. Education and training are vital components of any strategy aimed at promoting diversity and inclusion. By equipping party members with the knowledge and skills necessary to understand and advocate for gender equity, the Labour Party can build a stronger foundation for inclusive leadership. 1. Diversity and inclusion training programs. Implementing comprehensive training programs focused on diversity and inclusion can help dismantle implicit biases and promote understanding among party members. Workshops that explore the history of gender representation in politics, the importance of diverse perspectives, and strategies for inclusive decision-making can empower individuals to be advocates for change within their spheres of influence. 2. Leadership development initiatives. leadership development initiatives specifically designed for women can help bridge the gap in representation. These programs can focus on building skills such as negotiation, public speaking, and strategic thinking, areas that are often critical for success in politics. By investing in the development of female leaders, the Labour Party can ensure a pipeline of qualified candidates for future leadership roles. 3. Encouraging continuous learning. Creating a culture of continuous learning is essential for adapting to changing societal norms and expectations. Establishing formal mechanisms for feedback and dialogue can encourage members to share their experiences and learn from one another. This could include regular assessments of diversity initiatives and open discussions about their effectiveness. The political landscape, broader implications. The dynamics within the Labour Party are not just an internal issue. They reflect broader societal challenges regarding gender representation in politics. The implications of these challenges extend beyond party lines, influencing public perception and voter engagement across the political spectrum. 1. Public trust and confidence. Political parties that fail to prioritize diversity and inclusion may risk losing public trust. Voters are increasingly aware of the importance of representation in governance. A party perceived as exclusionary may struggle to connect with constituents, particularly younger voters who prioritize social justice and equality. 2. Impact on policy development. When women and diverse voices are excluded from political discussions, the resulting policies may not adequately address the needs of all constituents. This can lead to missed opportunities for proactive governance and the potential for policies that perpetuate existing inequalities. Inclusive policymaking can lead to more effective and equitable outcomes. 3. Engagement with global issues. In an interconnected world, the UK's foreign policy must reflect diverse perspectives to effectively address global challenges. Issues such as climate change, migration, and international security require collaborative approaches that include the voices of women and other underrepresented groups. The UK's ability to engage with these issues effectively relies on a leadership that understands and incorporates diverse viewpoints. Keir Starmer's leadership presents both challenges and opportunities for the Labour Party and its approach to foreign policy. The characterization of his leadership as a boys' club serves as a reminder of the systemic issues that persist in political institutions. However, by actively promoting gender equity and inclusivity, Starmer can reshape the party's narrative and strengthen its position both domestically and internationally. Moving forward, it is imperative that the Labour Party embraces a comprehensive strategy that prioritizes diversity at every level. This involves not just promoting women to leadership roles, but also fostering a culture that values diverse perspectives and ensures that all voices are heard. The path to inclusive leadership is not without its challenges, but the potential rewards, both for the party and the broader society, are immense. In a rapidly changing world, the need for inclusive leadership has never been more pressing. By committing to these principles, Keir Starmer and the Labour Party can not only enhance their effectiveness in foreign policy, but also align themselves with the values of equity and justice that resonate with the electorate. The journey toward inclusivity is ongoing, but with decisive action, the Labour Party can lead by example, paving the way for a more equitable political landscape in the UK and beyond. The whispers about Keir Starmer running a boys' club reflect broader societal issues regarding gender representation and leadership, particularly within the realms of politics and foreign policy. The experiences shared by women in foreign-facing roles illustrate the need for a shift in how leadership is approached, emphasizing the importance of inclusivity for effective governance. As the UK navigates complex international challenges, ensuring that women are represented and their voices heard is not just a matter of equity, but a strategic necessity. By fostering a more inclusive environment, Starmer has the opportunity to redefine his leadership legacy, aligning it with the values of diversity and equality that resonate with a broad spectrum of the electorate. In doing so, he can strengthen the UK's position on the global stage, ensuring that its foreign policy is both reflective of and responsive to the diverse world in which we live.